Right, okay, so welcome to another slightly overcast afternoon in the lovely Lymington. And this afternoon I have the pleasure of showing you over this very pretty Baltic 35. A boat with a great history actually, and well known to Berthon. To the extent that we actually supplied the boat new back in 1984 and she was commissioned in 1985. So a boat with a lovely history. Always enjoyed superb ownership and well worth a look over, so let's step on board. So here we are out on the West Solent on a rather beautiful Friday morning aboard the Baltic 35 Karelia. Bit light, it has to be said, but it was nonetheless a beautiful, it was quite an atmospheric morning. That rather nice bank of mist rolling down from Hampstead Ledge, as you can see, and as usual, the tide running strong. Karelia gave a very good account of herself, making use of the available breeze and slipping along quite effortlessly. A very, very pretty boat, actually, it has to be said, and very much a sailor's boat. Quite a special little boat in a way. She was originally delivered by us back in 1986 when we were the agents for Baltic. She subsequently then had a very extensive refit in 2011 at HYS, and I mean that was a full sort of zeroing of the clock refit, new paint, new teak decks, and so on. And since then she's been a berth holder living here in our marina. So let's have a look around Karelia. So lovely clean topsides, nice little Reckman furler there on the front, as you can see. The twin spreader white powder coated rig from Sparcraft. Aluminium tow rail and rather nice teak lead decks as well there. And she does have those sort of unmistakable Baltic lines. She was Ural-Rollick design in conjunction with Baltic yachts. So let's step aboard and have a look around. As I say, in recent years she's been a berth holder here in our marina and has enjoyed sort of regular annual maintenance by ourselves here at Berthon Boat Company. Looked after by an experienced owner. He'd previously Sweden yachts before this as well. So had obviously gone for a boat in a similar vein. Couple of recent A&T instruments, repeaters there on the back of the mast. Lines are largely laid aft, although there are a couple of lines there at the deck as well. Lovely large diameter wheel there to give the helmsman sort of maximum visibility and control on underway. Boarding ladder there on the transom. And a plotter on the pod there on the pedestal. Main sheet track and then a little bridge deck up. And the interior is very typical of Baltic. Satin varnished teak veneers with solid teak trim, teak and holly sole. Baltic have this way of making the best use of the space available. remarkably, very, very comfortable saloon for a boat of this size. And a galley to port, nav station, good sized nav, forward facing nav station to starboard. And sports your switch panel, VHF stereo and plotter. A well appointed galley there with pressurized hot and cold water, of course. Very fresh looking 2-burner gas oven. Of course, engine access then is under the companionway steps. A peek there of the top loading fridge. So stepping forward, we have a double up in the bow with an infill. There's a clear hatch there over the double berth. Moulded headlinings as well, which is nice. And the heads compartment, nice combination of moulded GRP with teak as well, so quite smart. A good bit of stowage there out to starboard. And then stepping aft, they've managed to fit in a rather nice double, offset double, underneath the cockpit with a little bit of seating to starboard. So really quite a nicely appointed cabin for a boat of this length, I have to say. It's really quite cozy. So there we have it, the rather lovely Baltic 35 Karelia, currently afloat in our marina in Lymington and available for viewing 7 days. Thank you.